Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with a couple of repurchases. I placed an order on the Paula's Choice website because my lip and body treatment balm that I use every single night is running pretty low, so I got another one of these guys. This is my absolute favorite lip balm that I have ever tried for moisturizing my lips. Like, I wake up in the morning and I still have lip balm on my lips and they feel super moisturized. I've been using this product for a very long time. I had gone off a little bit with some Laneige and some other products, which I do really like those, but more in the daytime. But this is kind of my holy grail nighttime lip product, and it's a really stiff balm. I had gotten a question about that, like, is if mine were as stiff as somebody who had purchased it as well, and they are pretty stiff. So like, I just stuff my finger in there and break apart the product and kind of rub it in like this, and it kind of breaks apart and melts in my fingers, and then I put it on my lips. But again, just a staple product for me. And then I was running low on the Clear Paula's Choice Daily Skin Clearing Treatment 2.5% benzoyl peroxide. I use this product by itself during the daytime, and then I mix a bit of this in with different gel for at the nighttime to kind of treat my skin for blemishes. And this again is another staple product that I've been using for a really long time. And then I got another one of the Perfect Cleansing Oils with sunflower and coconut. This has been my first step at night to break down my makeup, and then I go in with like something like the Josie Maran Pineapple Cleanser that I really like. And I've been through several of these as well. It was one of those deals where I was like, I don't want to pay for shipping. So I wanted to get free shipping, and I threw in another one of these. So it's kind of a backup for me right now. And then I took advantage of one of the days of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and they were doing 50% off of Lily lashes that day. And the faux mink collection of Lily lashes are some of my favorite eyelashes, and they're pretty pricey. So I picked up 8 pairs. My favorite styles are the Croissant and Marissa. Croissant eyelashes look like this. Again, these are the faux minks, and I usually clip off about that much to fit more of a flared out eye style for me, because they are pretty long, and I kind of trim that much off of most lashes. But these are the Croissant, and then the other style, the Marissa, are actually the same exact style that Sephora used to sell in the faux mink in Paris. Like, I love those lashes from Sephora, and I couldn't find them anymore. And then I seen these Marissa, and I was like, those look really similar. And they are. I've got some of the Paris that I purchased at Sephora and compared them to the Marissa, and they're the same lash style. So this one is the Marissa. And I just really like these eyelashes. So here is Croissant and here's Marissa. And I did go out on a limb and purchase the Style and Can right here. They just look like they'd be some pretty ones as well. And I already kind of trimmed these for my eyes, but they're a little bit kind of wispier and more chunky than the other styles. But these are pretty as well. So I got a bunch of those. I just love the 50% off aspect on eyelashes that are this expensive. So I stocked up. And then Beauty Habit was doing 20% off. So I purchased another one of the, I hope I don't butcher this, the I Profumi de Firenze Eau de Parfum in Vanilla del Madagascar. I've hauled this fragrance a couple months ago, and I ran out of it, and so I got another one, and I am obsessed with this perfume. I've been wearing it every day all summer, and it's just like it's a strong vanilla, but it's like sophisticated. It doesn't have like a sickeningly sweet smell. It's just a very beautiful vanilla fragrance, and I just love it. So I got another bottle of this guy right here, and it comes with a little sheet like this inside of the box. But this is so pretty. If you guys like a vanilla fragrance, I highly recommend this one. This is the name right there. And I believe this is an Italian perfume brand. Yeah, made in Italy. And this is a 1.67 ounce bottle. And I love it. I love this perfume. And then I placed an order on the Sephora website. They've been releasing a little bit of holiday stuff here and there. And this first one is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the Ultimate Face and Body Highlighter for a Soft Focus Glow. Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. So this is the box packaging. You get a total of 0.4 ounces of product. So it's a pretty decent amount of product that you're getting, 11.5 grams. This guy comes in the same style packaging as her bronzers, except for this compact is silver. And then there's a mirror inside, and then here is your highlighter. It's a very soft, really silky smooth powder. but this is just too deep for something that I like on the top of the cheekbones. Like you can see, you'll be able to see in the swatches against my skin tone just how kind of deep it is for me, and my hand still has a pretty decent kind of tan on it as well, and it's still a little bit too deep. So I kind of buffed it a little bit on my cheeks, kind of right here. I've got a different highlighter on the top that's lighter, but the sheen it gives is really pretty. I just wish it was light enough for my skin type. If you're deeper than me, I think this would be beautiful. It's not like overly shiny either, but it still has a really pretty shine to it. But you can see right there, it's just too deep for my skin tone. So I'll figure out a way to use it. Maybe a light dusting all over the face. Might be a little bit too shiny for that, but otherwise I think it'll just be kind of a blush topper for me, really. So that's the Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. I would have loved a lighter and a deeper version of this because this is like mid-tone. I also went ahead and purchased a few items from the Rare Beauty brand that just launched on Sephora. It's Selena Gomez's brand, and I kind of held off on the initial launch. I was really excited when she was going to come out with makeup, and then when all the products launched, I was like, where are the eyeshadows? Where are the bronzers? Where are the powder highlighters? Where are the things? So I was a little let down, but I did see like sneak peeks where I think she's making eyeshadows. I've seen that somewhere on Instagram, but the initial launch seems to be really like liquid products and skin type focused stuff. But I love me some powder stuff, like pressed powders, loose powders, eyeshadows, bronzers, blushes that are powder. So there's none of that in the line yet. So I hope those are coming. But I did purchase the Positive Light Liquid Highlighter in Enlighten. I was excited when I saw the description that it was kind of a silvery type of a highlighter, which I do really like. So this is the box packaging for her stuff right here. Again, I got the shade Enlighten. I do really like the packaging. It's got a soft touch plastic top to it, and then you've got a different kind of shaped doe foot applicator right there. I used just a little teeny tiny bit of this just on the very high point of my cheeks, and I think that it does look pretty. It didn't move my makeup or anything like that underneath either, which is something that I have trouble with cream products, so I'm happy about that. And this is really pretty. Now, when I first swatched, I was like, ooh, that is everything, you know, that I'm looking for, but it shears out on the skin. So like I took a bit of this, and by the time it got on my skin with the brush, it was kind of more or less, you know, like that. So you can kind of see right there that there's a ton of translucency in there. It's a wetter type of a look, but it's very translucent. It's not quite as opaque as I thought it was going to be. I'm building it up on my hand here. You can build it up a bit, but because it's got such a slip to it, I don't know how far you'll be able to get on the buildup without moving the rest of your makeup. So it's something I'm going to toy around with, but that's the Enlighten highlighter, and there's a ½ ounce of product in here. And then I also got the #1 brush, the Liquid Touch brush. This is the box here. This is the little kind of concealer style brush. This is what I use to put on the highlighter. I just put some on the back of my hand, dabbed it in there, and kind of tapped it on the top of my cheeks right there. And I really love this brush. It reminds me of that Zoeva concealer brush that I love to put on eye primer with. But this is just a really good brush. It's dense, but it's still really soft, and I really like the shape of it. Kind of got a you know, a slant to it. Really like this brush. It's very versatile. Like I said, I used it for highlighter today. It'll be a good concealer brush, good for eye primer, just a good one. So that's the #1 brush right there. And then the last item from Rare Beauty is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. I got the shade #120C, which was the lightest cool tone shade that they had available, and I wasn't sure. I was like, is that going to be too dark for me? But if you can believe this, I think this shade is too light for me. There's 0.25 fluid ounces of product in here, and I wore this yesterday, and I was just not feeling how my under eyes looked. It had a lot more coverage than I initially anticipated it to have, but I think that because the color is just a little bit too light, is kind of why I wasn't liking it. So I may go ahead and purchase the next shade down with a cool undertone and see if I'll like it better with the correct shade. But it's got a lot more coverage than I thought it was gonna have. It's got like a triangular different style doe foot applicator there. And then that's the shade 120C. It does have a nice tone to it, but it's like just a bit too light. Like I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying that because usually I'm saying it's just too dark. But for me, at least right now, it's just a little bit too light. So like I said, I'm probably going to order the next shade down with the cool undertone and either mix them, or maybe that'll be a better shade for me right now. But yeah, I'm on the fence because again, I wasn't crazy about the way that my under eyes looked with this yesterday. That's the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Concealer in 120C right there. Also at Sephora, Too Faced launched a few of their holiday items. There were 2 sets of these available, but for some reason when I placed this order, the other one, I think it was the Fox one, wasn't available, and then it became available, and then I ordered that one too. But this one is the Enchanted Beauty Unbearably Glam limited edition makeup collection. So this is the box packaging. It's got a cute little bear on there. This right here gives me old, like vintage Too Faced vibes, and so when I saw pictures of it, that got me really excited because I love kind of the artwork on the older vintage kind of Too Faced products. So that's why I purchased both of them, because the other one's really cute too. This set comes with a mini of the Better Than Sex mascara, which it's a nice mascara, but it flakes on me really bad, so I usually give that to my mom because she likes it. And then it comes with a blush and highlighter duo. There's 0.105 ounces of each product, so 0.105 of the blush and the highlighter. So I've actually got these 2 products on my cheeks today. So this is kind of the main highlight that I have on the top of my cheeks. It's a really pretty golden highlighter that's light enough for my skin, but it's loaded with micro glitter. So if you're not into the whole micro glitter vibe, you won't like that. So kind of when you put a brush in there, because of that micro glitter, it kind of kicks up a bunch of product. I don't really feel like those micro glitters stuck to my skin though. They kind of just brushed off, but they are in there. And then the blush is a cool toned matte pink shade, and it does have a slightly sweet smell to it as well, I noticed, but it's not as kind of noticeable as some scented Too Faced products. But anyway, this is what I have on my face today for blush and bronzer. And I do actually like both of these products. Because the glitters in the highlighter don't stick, I guess, you know, it could have done without that. And I know not a lot of people like micro glitters in their highlighters, but there's definitely micro glitters in that guy. And then it's just a little cardboard packaging here. And then lastly in that set is the eyeshadow palette. Again, the super cute packaging. And there are a total of 12 eyeshadows that are 0.03 ounces per shade in here. And then no mirror or anything like that, but here are your shades. When I first saw this, I thought that these really shiny shades were kind of shimmer shades, but they're not. They're like those total glitter formulas, like pressed glitter formulas, and there's 3 of them in there. These 3 right here are all micro glitters, and there's 3 mattes. The mattes are pretty okay, but the rest of the shades, like even the shimmers, stiff and like gritty feeling. I was so let down when I used this palette yesterday. It was just the saddest eye look that I've done in a while, we can say that. And the shades are difficult to work with. Like some of these shades, I thought, oh, these are going to be just super pretty shades on the lid, and I had to like go back in with my brush a whole bunch to kind of pack them on the lids, and they were very flaky, and I was just like, what is going on here? So I'm not that happy with this palette. Yeah, not stoked about it, but I'm going to swatch it for you guys anyways. The 3 mattes are these guys right here. I use this shade right here, which is a matte with micro glitters in it, in the crease yesterday, and boy, that shade it's stiff. And this one is a matte with micro glitters in it as well. But, oh god, I think you can even hear it. Can you hear? I think you can hear how stiff that eyeshadow is. Yeah, I'm not a fan of pressed glitters in palettes either. I'd rather have them suspended in a liquid formula, but this is a glitter shade right here. And these next shades. This shade here I thought was going to be so pretty, but it was just kind of bland. There's another glitter right here. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, this shade here, which is one of the shimmers, it's just, it's almost dry looking. Like, it's missing something. But let's go with these last four here. This one is a matte. The mattes, I think, work the best. This one here, too, it's a shimmer, but it's just, it's like dry feeling or something. And here's another glitter right here. But those are the swatches. I was not feeling it. So I'm really hoping that the one with the fox on there, I think it's got more mattes in there. I hope I like that one better than this one. But that's the Too Faced Enchanted Beauty Unbearably Glam set right there. I did purchase the new Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palette as well, which I did a dedicated video on. And I will leave that down below if you're interested in seeing like swatches and stuff of this. Very beautiful eyeshadow palette. And maybe I'm just spoiled from using that Charlotte Tilbury palette quite a bit this past week, but I purchased the new Too Faced Marielle Amore Caliente palette as well. It's this guy right here at Ulta, and it's a collaboration with Marielle. I'm not too familiar with her or anything like that, but it's a collab palette, and this is the palette that I have on my eyes today, and there's some similar tones kind of to that Charlotte Tilbury one, but I had to work. I had to do some work to get this eye look on right here, and I still feel like it could be blended a little bit better, but I feel like that Too Faced palette and this palette kind of share some similar formulas. Some of the shades are just very stiff, like they were hard to pick up on a brush. Some of these shimmers, I mean, I had to grind my brush in there to get that product to be picked up. I do think that the look turned out quite pretty. I think it could be blended a little bit better, but like I said, some of these shades were really finicky. I find that really interesting because I really love the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette that they also came out with. I don't feel like that formula is the same with that Unbearably Glam and then this Marielle palette. So I do need to play with this some more, but like this orange shade, I must have went into that shade, I don't know, like 6 times on one eye to get that product to just keep going on, because it's just like a stiff shadow. Same with the shimmer shades. Again, I don't know if I was spoiled by how easy that Charlotte Tilbury palette was to use or what, but I really had to work at the look that's on my eyes with this palette today. So, and there's a pressed glitter in here too, and that's this guy right here. So a decent amount of matte shades in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matte eyeshadows, and then you got the 1 glitter and then 4 shimmer shades. And again, this is the palette that I have on my eyes. This shade I have underneath the brow, it deepened up on my brow bone when I put it on. And then this one here I have in the crease, and that almost turned into a deep, like a blackened red shade. So both of those deepened compared to what they look like in the pan. I just was really liking the color scheme though. I thought that there were some really, you know, vibrant, warm colors in there, like that orange and stuff. And then these guys. This shade is pretty nice. This one is one of the nicer, soft kind of shimmers right there. This one is quite stiff. This matte is actually pretty nice. The matte that I put in my crease was very dry. This shimmer I've got on the lid, I like that one. That one's a nice one. This one's okay. This one's really gritty. I think you can hear that too. And then there's the orange, which is a little bit drier and grittier as well. I think finicky might be the best word for these eyeshadows. They're a bit finicky to work with. But those are the swatches. See, there's just some really pretty colors in there, but that is the Too Faced Marielle Amore Caliente eyeshadow palette right there. Farmacy was doing 25% off over Labor Day, so I got another one of the Berry Cherry Bright 15% Clean Vitamin C Serums. Mine is running low, and this is my favorite vitamin C serum. It's a 1 ounce airtight pump bottle. And it's one of the only vitamin C's that I've been able to find that doesn't irritate my skin or break me out. And I just really like it. I feel like it adds a bit of hydration to my skin as well. And I use it every single morning. So I got another one of these guys. Also with one of my Sephora orders, I got one of these new Makeup Forever Rouge Artist lipsticks. It's Intense Color Beautifying Lipstick. I got the shade 100 Empowered Beige. So this is the packaging right here. Whoa! The box packaging, I should say. And then here is the actual packaging. It's a lot larger. It's kind of confusing why they had to make it this large. I know they're probably trying to be a little bit unique and stuff like that, but the colors on the bottom, which I do like, and then you pull it out and then there's your little short lipstick. So like they could have done without this large plastic top. But this is the lipstick that I have on my lips today, and I feel like it's a satin with quite a few silicones in it. So if I don't mush my lips together every so often, it starts to settle in my lines, and it has a slight perfumey scent to it that I can kind of taste. It's not super bad. I've definitely dealt with worse, but I'm not nuts about the formula. I love the color though. But like if I go like this, you can see it settling in my lip lines. Let's put some more on. I really love the color though. I originally had like, I want to say 5 of these in my cart, and then I was like, just try the lipstick formula before you order that many, and I'm glad that I did, because I don't think that I'll purchase anymore. Again, the shade's beautiful, but I'm not nuts about. It's very slippy, kind of silicone. You can definitely feel the silicones in there, but I'll swatch it on my hand here. It's kind of a beige with a pink undertone. So that's the Rouge Artist 100 Empowered Beige right there. And that's, again, what I have on my lips. Beautiful color. And then I placed an order on the Neiman Marcus for the new Chantecaille Walk for Giants Safari Collection Eye Trio. It's the one with the elephants on there. They donated proceeds of these to certain foundations. This one will probably go to helping endangered elephants. So I got this guy. I absolutely love collecting and purchasing the Chantecaille eyeshadow palette. So this one has got a little plate on there with an elephant on the cover, and I've been really bad lately about not wanting to swatch these or touch these or anything like that, and I need to stop doing that. But they have oversprays on them, and I don't want to ruin the pretty overspray. This guy, I've ever so slightly dipped into the top of them. And Chantecaille eyeshadows are soft. They have a very sophisticated type sheen to them. They're not something that's going to be overly pigmented or in your face. That's kind of how I feel about them. They're just a soft, sophisticated, easy to use and wear eyeshadow. So here are the shades in here. They are a satin kind of a finish to them. So that metallic that you see on the elephants is an overspray. And I don't want to ruin the overspray, and I need to get over it. But there is a little brush in here too that's actually quite functional. So I'm going to swatch these as best that okay, I'm going to swatch these on my finger here. These are also removable in the pan. They're magnetized, so if you want to use other Chantecaille eyeshadows in here, you can. Oh gosh, I saved it. I didn't get any metallic. But here are the 3 shades right here. These swatches could definitely be better if I were to ruin the elephant overspray. I need to just get over it. I really do. But very kind of safari inspired shades. And then I wanted to show it next to the first one that they did. It was called the Elephant Palette. And I have a couple dips into this guy. I tried not to ruin the oversprays on this one either, but I had used this quite a bit. Just for comparison, so you can see there's that burgundy that's kind of the similar shade between the two. But I just think they're so fun. So this is the older one, and then here's the newer one. It's like an actual elephant on this guy. And then I'm having the same issues with this product as I am with the Chantecaille product, where I don't want to ruin the overspray. I had seen this on Michelle Wong's Instagram, and I was just like, I have to have that. And this is from Cle de Peau, and it's the Eye Color Quad. I believe this is also from their holiday collection. It's 321 Magnificent Plumage. There's a total of 0.15 ounces of product in here, split between 4 shades. But even the box packaging, you guys, I'm going to keep the box packaging, and typically I don't keep my compacts in the little sleeves either. This one's got a feather on it, and it's kind of like a, it's like a cross between a felt and a microfiber, but I'm actually going to keep the compact in that sleeve, and I'm going to keep the box too. I just can't help myself. But look at this compact. It is so, so beautiful. I'm tempted by the face palette as well. I wasn't as nuts about the face one as this eyeshadow one. I think that is just absolutely stunning. And then inside are 4 eyeshadows. I've dipped into the tops of these two, and I've been trying not to ruin the feather that you can see embossed and oversprayed in there. It kind of goes from a silver into a gold overspray too. It was so hard for me to even touch this, but I'm like, you have to. You have to use it. But these Cle de Peau compacts are also magnetized, so you can pull the shadows out like this and refill them with other Cle de Peau shadows. So you can put whatever shades you want in there. I did already touch this, so I might as well just go for broke and swatch it for you guys, right? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the tube. These are all shimmery, but here goes. Here goes. Bye bye, little feather. It's been nice knowing you. Oh gosh. But these are really sparkly. Again, Cle de Peau eyeshadows are not the most pigmented eyeshadows in the world. They're very soft type of shadows. They kind of give me the vibes like some Jill Stewart's do. And these definitely pop more over a primer, but they're definitely not super intense eyeshadows at all. They're very soft, delicate kind of shadows. But that's from Cle de Peau, and I just like to look at this. I think I forgot to mention where I bought that Cle de Peau palette. I bought it off of the Cle de Peau website. I haven't seen it at any other retailers just yet. And that's everything for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.